friends and family. We are back here at Oakland Cemetery, Section 4. I got Sean, I got Steve behind the camera, and we're actually at the site. You have the shovel off to my right, if I can find it. It's Josephine, it's for Josephine O'Keefe. We knew that there was a picture of this individual probably about 10 years ago, or excuse me, there's a picture of this individual in 2007, but when we went to GPS map the cemetery, we could not find the individual stone. But just kind of do some digging that it was found at one time. There was some pine straw around the individual stone, which there's a giant pine tree to my right. And then the other thing that kind of clued us into where her stone may have been was that the individual that's to my right is Timothy Joseph O'Keefe, who happens to be her brother. So now that we know where the brother is, there's due to the dimensions right here, we actually used our probing tool. We found pretty much a stone that's under here. So what I'm going to do, we kind of pre-dug it to make sure we were finding the right spot. We actually did not fully see the name, but what we're going to do is we're going to dig out the stone, and then we'll catch you here in a little bit. So, it's sunk pretty well. That's why.
You said 2007?
2007 was the picture.
It's hard to believe it. Well, now those two were sunk, so.
Yeah, that's where I think comparing it to this Ryan stone, it's like, 20 plus years. Or we'll call it 17 years.
That's what you do, buddy. Walk away from here, and the birds start coming out. I was watching the other day when I was raking.
Yep.
They're sitting there watching me, I guess, in the trees. I moved a little bit. There they are.
But hey, Mr. Arnold brings some snacks.
Yeah. This is section 4.
Yep. So, folks, as we suspected, the stone that we have to my right is Josephine O'Keefe, and we have our pinch tool here. What we're going to do in the next little bit is we're going to kind of roll the stone out, put the dirt that we pretty much removed, and then set the stone right back on top of it. Hopefully clean off the stone, get you a nice top view of the stone, and we'll go from there. Folks and family, we're back here at Section 4 of Oakland Cemetery. We found Miss O'Keefe's stone, which we anticipated it being here. There was a picture of this back in 2007, thanks to Miss Dawn Billick, who had documented this before. So we were sure that there was a stone here, we just weren't sure where when we were doing our GPS mapping of the cemetery. You can see by the sheer size of the stone, what we ended up doing, we put large pieces of concrete on the bottom. The dirt we removed, we put it back in place. But in order to move the stone out of the way safely, we used this post hole tool, and what we had to do, we got to come in off each side and just kind of wedge and work the stone. Once that was complete, now what we're going to do is we're just going to set the stone down and then the next cut, you're going to see us doing a little cleanup action, and then we should be good to go.
You gonna lay it down?
We have Miss O'Keefe's stone set, and then Mr. Carmen and I, what we're going to do is give it a nice clean with water and a regular brush right now. We know it's going to rain tomorrow, so we're not going to try to hit it with any wet forget or D2. That's something we'll come up with in the future. But right now what you see is Mr. Harmon using pretty much like a metal pick to clean the dirt from inside the lettering. Other than that, because of the fact that the stone was set under the ground for at least, we'll call it like 10 years plus, it probably preserved the stone as well as it could. So here we are, we're going to wash her up, and then we'll give you one final cut when we're finished.
You know what I think will happen that's good? Crochet tips.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I got a couple at home. I thought about it. Don't take long for that water to be dirty, does it?
Oh no, they realize how much you're cleaning.
Yeah.
Last thing we can do is give it kind of pour the water in, and then I'll dry it off. Still keep going until we dry it off.
Did you bring something to dry it with?
Yeah, I got a couple of towels. So you probably cook the film. I can grab a couple towels. Alright folks and family, we're back at this Josephine Agnes O'Keefe's site here at Section 4 Oakland Cemetery. Just want to give you a quick recap of everything that we did. First a big thanks to Miss Dawn Billick, who first documented this picture of Miss O'Keefe's site back in 2007. So over time, from 2007 to time now, we'll call it just for simple math, it's January 2024. So about 17 years later, the stone had sunk about 4 to 6 inches below the ground. So what we did, we removed we were able to identify the stone, one, because we knew that there was a stone here through Miss Billick's picture, and then the stone off to my right is Timothy O'Keefe, which is her brother. So just by general location and experience, we knew the stone had to be somewhere around, so we used our probing tool. We found Miss Agnes O'Keefe's stone. So what we did, we removed the stone, put concrete fill on the base. Now that's not going to prevent the stone from sinking any faster or make it any slower. It's just going to give it a more solid foundation. And then, of course, the ground, Mother Nature's going to have her way, and of course the stone will sink over time. And we'll kind of point out what we do to kind of mitigate that situation. So once the stone was in, all the dirt we removed, we put it back on, flipped Miss Josephine O'Keeffe's stone back in its rightful location, cleaned the stone off as well as we could, and of course Mother Nature herself had preserved the stone pretty well because she was underground. And the final thing is we took a straight-on picture, which we were already good to go on, but we also took a wide-angle picture to show that in the event the stone gets covered in the future, we have a stone reference to the right and to the left of this individual, so that way someone can find it in the future. If you have any questions or comments, or if you have a question about any part of the process of like removing the stone, flipping the stone, what do we do, how do we do the fill, if there's a section that we may have skipped over or maybe went too fast on, or just any questions in general, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Give us a like and subscribe, and we appreciate your support. We'll see you next time.